Hey, how you guys doing? It's your boy KLA, Cloud the Wanderer, about to give it to you once again. I have a guest. Her name is Jamie Nguyen. Am I pronouncing that right?
It's actually Win.
Win?
Win,
Oh,
yes.
okay. It's funny because I see Nguyen.
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce it? Win?
It's spelled
Wow, that's
Nguyen, but it's
so.
just Win.
Oh, so the N and the G is silent.
Mhm.
Oh, all this time
Yeah.
because there's people that have that similar name.
Mhm.
It's a Vietnamese name, right?
Yes, it's a very
Okay,
common Vietnamese last name.
yeah, yeah, because there's also fitness competitors that had that last name.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, yeah, but you was born here, I, I, I assume.
I was born in Chicago. Yes.
Okay. How was it
Mhm.
in Toronto?
When I was born in Chicago, my family and I we moved to Arizona when I was about like 2 years old. So I don't remember much
Okay.
of Arizona or Chicago. I grew up in Arizona.
Oh, wow. I know it's burning hot there, right?
Yeah, but it's monsoon season just hit, so we did just get a little bit of rain.
Okay. All
Yeah, so
right.
it's not bad.
All right. Well, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to talk with you. Um, yeah, how did you get into the world of fitness? Why don't you tell the viewers how you got into
Oh
fitness?
wow. The world of fitness, that actually started for me. It's been like an on and off journey since I was like 17, 18, because my first job was
Okay.
actually at LA Fitness. And when I was working at LA Fitness, I obviously had a free gym membership there, except I would probably go maybe like once a week or so, just because when I was younger, my metabolism was a lot quicker. Um,
Okay.
and then obviously when I would only work out once a week and I was partying the rest of the time, throughout the years, like in my mid 20s, I gained a little bit of weight. And then that's when I was like, I need to lose weight. So then I got back into fitness, and I was like, every single time I would start working out, it would only be for like a short period of time, and then I wouldn't see that much of a result, and then I would stop working out again. So it was like on and off like that until I believe around COVID. I was like, no, I have to do this. I have to lose the weight for my own health, because it was getting to the point where it was unhealthy.
Yeah.
And then that's exactly what I did. I had no intentions of competing or even stepping on stage or being in the bodybuilding world. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, would you ever compete?" And then I was like, "No, like that's not for me. I would never be able to do that."
No.
Yeah,
Never
and it
doubt
wasn't.
yourself.
Yeah, like a lot of people would ask, they're like, "Oh, are you a competitor?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "That's something I could never do." It wasn't until when I became a personal trainer myself and I had a client, she told me, well, now that you're all fit, so you don't need to focus on a goal anymore. So it's easy for you. And she thought it was like a easy lifestyle that I had. So I mainly got into bodybuilding is for my clients so that they can see that you can set a short-term goal and still be able to accomplish it and still live a healthy lifestyle after you reach that goal.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how long you been with the OCB so far?
I've been with the OCB, I would say about 6 months now. I competed with them back
Six
in
months?
6 months, yeah.
Oh, that's not a long time. Yeah, you just came.
Yeah, I got my pro card back in December with OCB. My very
Okay.
first competition was actually in August of last year. So bodybuilding is still very new to me. I've only been in the
Right.
bodybuilding industry for about a year.
Mm. What made you go to the OCB with all those federations that I've
So
been noticed?
OCB is completely natural. In
Okay.
order to compete in OCB, you cannot be on any enhanced drug. So that's why I
Right.
chose OCB, because I want to give myself that fair shot of being able to step on stage as a natural athlete.
Okay.
And that is how I came to choose OCB.
Okay. I've interviewed other competitors that that was in OCD like in
Yeah.
the past. Yeah, yeah. They want to keep it natural instead of because I know the IFBB, they do at a certain point they do kind of enhance
Oh yeah.
things, enhance chemicals or
And
drugs
that
or
is something I
whatnot.
can never get into.
Yeah. What made you want to do what made you want to be a fitness trainer?
So I wanted to become a fitness trainer because I saw how I was able to change my point of view on fitness. And when I was 18 working at LA Fitness, I did not like how people would just come in, try to work out for short-term goals, and then leave, and then they would gain the weight back, and then they would try to come back, lose the weight again. So when I was in my mid 20s and I realized that this is not just a short-term goal, this is a lifetime goal where you are working out for a lifestyle. It's mainly for your health. That's when I realized that I could change the fitness industry. You are not working out for a short term goal, you are doing this for life. It all started with just because my client asked me, well, you're fit now, you don't have to work as hard as the rest of us. And I was like, I still have to work just as hard every day, just like everybody else. So it's just
Mm,
wanting to
okay.
change where people's mindset is when it comes to fitness, because a lot of people think that they have to go to the extreme, they have to eat chicken and rice every day, when really they can still enjoy fitness and still enjoy a lifestyle that everybody craves.
No.
Yeah.
Are you like cautious of what you eat a
What was
lot? No, I said, are you very cautious? Like, or do you count your macros and
I actually do. I enjoy counting macros. Before I hated counting macros. Like I hated just keeping track because I thought it was like the hardest thing ever. But once I got the hang of it, I was like, this is actually really easy. And it's good to know what you're putting in your mouth and what's going into your system as well too, because when your body reacts to some certain way, like if your stomach is hurting or you're not feeling well, you're feeling bloated, it's most likely because of something you're eating.
yeah?
Yeah,
Well, let
like
me
your
show
body
some
will
pictures
tell
a
you.
little bit.
Yeah. I actually have that one right behind me as well too. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Let-
back in December.
Oh, this recently. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
very
How
recent.
was your was this your first show?
So this was actually my second show.
Okay.
Hmm.
How was your first show?
My first show, I actually did a division called bikini, and they said that my quads were a little bit too big. And that first show, I actually prepped myself to step on stage. And the reason, like I said, the reasoning why I did that was because I had a client tell me that, oh, it's easy for you now. So I just wanted to set like a goal with her and basically went through her own journey with her while I was going through my prep journey. So with my first show, I did a show with IPL. I don't know if you heard of them.
I IFPL
IPL, yeah. It's like International
IPL.
Physique.
No,
Yeah, it's
no.
International
I'm
Physique.
just
They're also a natural organization as well too. And I did my first
yeah.
show with I prepped myself and
Okay.
I was like, this is one of the hardest thing ever.
What was
Um,
hard? Like,
just having to be accountable for myself and having
yeah,
to also keep my clients accountable as well too. So I always say that everybody in life, you need a coach. Like you need somebody to hold you accountable, and especially when you have really big goals that you want to reach, is to get a coach, have somebody that's knowledgeable as well too. Because when I prep myself, I was using a book. Like everything I felt, everything that I was going through, I would go back to the book and then I was like, well, is this how I'm supposed to be feeling during prep? Like what is it really like, you know? So for my
yeah.
second show with OCB, I actually had a coach for that one.
Was
So it
was
made
you nervous? Like, oh,
what was that?
no, I was gonna actually. Was you nervous? Like in the process of competing, like on stage?
I thought I was going to be, but coming up on show day, I felt really good about stepping on stage, and that's when I knew
Yeah.
I belonged there, and that is something that I wanted to do. Like it was like something that was supposed to be like a short term goal that I was supposed to do with my clients for them to see that you're able to accomplish anything that you set your mind to. And I completely fell in love with the process of the whole journey, being able to step on stage. And that's why I was like, okay, this is definitely something for me.
Yeah. But so you do wellness now, like
Yeah, when I switched to OCB, I went into wellness just because my legs are a little bit bigger.
yeah. No, I thought you was gonna say something else.
Oh no.
Uh, I mean, you look like I mean, like look, you look like you could probably do figure too a bit, like
I think
keep
I
tone a
could, but
bit more.
I don't want to grow my lats anymore. I don't want to do any more with my upper
Yeah.
body.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I really like the wellness division. It took me a while to believe that I belong in the wellness division just because genetically, as an Asian woman, we tend to have like smaller legs and we don't have that glutes area, and it's harder for us to really work out that glute area. So when I was prepping for wellness, I actually didn't believe that I had belong in the wellness division. I always wanted to do the bikini division. But when I did
Yeah.
bikini, they said that my legs were too big for bikini.
Yeah. I mean, I would say stick with wellness because I like I like how you guys, your legs are thick and big and
Yeah.
the ass, the buttocks is stick out and all that stuff. I mean, it looked nice. I would say, wellness. I know it's like they say like it's the teenage division that and bikini and I think physique and no
Yep.
figure also. Yeah.
The
So
wellness division is really great because a lot of women do have a dominant lower half. So it's just really about building the area that they need in that division. Because when I had prepped myself for bikini, my legs were pretty big, and I actually had to cut out quad days just to let them get a little bit smaller.
uh,
Yeah.
so how long do you how like in a week like how long do you like work out on your legs?
So now, well, now that I'm training and during my off season, I'm working out legs about 3 times out of the week, and I'm working my
Okay.
upper body 2 times out of the week. So I work out 5 times out of the week a day.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. This is your your group,
So that's
your
actually my
clients or
posing class. I host posing clinics.
okay. How
Yeah.
is that?
I actually love it. Growing up, I was in pageants and stuff, so I'm really good when it comes to walking and posing. It did take me a while to learn the new poses, like for bikini and the wellness division, but once I got that part down, it became very easy for me, and it was even easier for me to teach that to somebody else. So once I got my pro card
Mm,
with OCB, I became a posing coach as well too, and I would help girls who are about to step on the stage be able to show their best physique.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like what made you want to be a posing coach? Like
I absolutely love posing so much. Like I was so when I was 16, I started doing pageants at the University of Arizona, and I did that all the way up
okay.
to when I was about 20 years old. So I always did like pageant walks, modeling, like the posing for modeling as well too. And when I realized that the walk on stage was exactly like how you would do in a pageant walk, that's when I was like, this is definitely something for me and something that I can also teach to somebody else too. Because when I hired my first posing coach, she was doing what worked best for her. So she was telling me to do what worked best for her physique, and I was like, I don't understand, like this isn't working very well for me. My glutes aren't showing, my legs aren't showing as much. And then when I had another pose, like I hired a lot of posing coach within the last year.
Mm,
I finally had a posing coach where she said that I want you to show your best physique, not what works for me. And that's when I was like, I got this. And then I was able to own in on my posing after that.
did
Yeah.
you wasted did you use a lot of money like
I
for
would I wouldn't say I lost a lot of money. It was like a learning lesson. Like I when I hired a
okay.
bunch of posing coaches, I found out what works best for me and what didn't. And that's what I'm able to provide back for my clients is that I don't want to give them a structure that didn't work for me, but I would let them know if this doesn't work for you, try a different way, because everybody's body is different at the end of the day. What works
Yeah,
for me might not work for them.
yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
think that's like in every division in bodybuilding.
Oh
It
yeah,
seems
even
like that.
with guys as well too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got a guest on all of age, George Page. Evening, folks. How you been? How are you, George? And he says they're all are beautiful. Yeah, George, he does female bodybuilding content and stuff. You know, I could show like some clips of you in action a bit. And I was thinking about if I can show your IG also, but we could
Yeah.
show the yeah, check it out.
Sitting on the rooftop under the moon so bright. There's a search like a couple of astronauts. There's a search like a couple hand in hand with God we could reach the sun. Thinking about our wildest dreams we had that night.
Wow, I mean, like you actually be on a treadmill with heels on, like wow, you have some
Yeah.
good balance, huh? You
Yep.
ever did?
When I was a teenager, actually, that's and you would have to walk for the runway walks. They would make you walk in heels on a treadmill. That way you can get your
Hmm,
balance. They made you walk with a book on your head. So
yeah.
learning from that, I was like, walking was really easy for me when it came to stepping on stage or even practicing to step on stage. Once I got down the poses, that's when I was like, all right, it's game over.
Do you ever did like dancing or anything like that, or just modeling?
Do I what?
Did you ever do like dancing, like
So
like
when
a
I was
ballerina type of thing?
growing up as a kid, I actually did ballet for a little bit, and then going
Oh,
into middle school, I started doing gymnast after that, and then going into high school, I
okay.
did cheerleading.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
How was you? Like, was it hard for you or?
Cheerleading? No, it wasn't hard at all. I was actually a flyer in high school, so I did a lot of like where they throw you up in the air and they catch you. So
Oh,
having to
you
hold
did.
my poses for a very long time as well too when I'm up in the air, like in the high V's kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Did they carried you, or you sometimes had to carry other people also?
Sometimes I had to carry other people. I actually had a girl fall on me and she hit my head first,
Oh,
so her
yeah.
head, and then we both had a concussion. So I remember we had to sit out for that game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just see it on TV. Like, you ever see that movie with Gabrielle Union, Bring It On?
Yeah,
I
bring it
seen that
on.
one. Yeah. How you thought that movie was
What was
from
that?
your experience as no, what was your thoughts about that movie from your experience as being a cheerleader?
The old version of Bring It On, I absolutely love it. Like especially that first movie that came out, where
Oh
it was
yeah,
the
that's right. Yeah, old
the
version.
Toros versus the Clovers. That one was actually a
Yeah.
really good movie. It was just some of the cheers. Like obviously, if you do that at a competitive stage for cheerleading, they would consider disqualified just because they had hair in their face, and if your hair is
Mm,
like half tied like this and you're getting thrown up in the air, somebody could like actually catch your hair. So in cheer, you actually had to put your hair up. and they don't really specify that in the Bring It On movies. So that was like the only thing that I was like, yeah, that's a little off. Like, that's for a movie. The new version, I haven't really seen them, but after the second one of Bring It On that came out, I watched all of them. There was some that I liked, some that I didn't really like, but that first one, it was my all-time favorite movie.
Yeah, I just seen like the first one. I know they had sequels, but yeah,
The
they
sequels
have
weren't
like
that
new faces and
good.
stuff. Say
the,
that again.
the sequels were okay. They weren't that good. It was just the
Oh,
main first.
okay. Yeah, I figured. I figured.
Hmm.
You got all the way. He want to ask you a question. What got you into OCD? Well, I think she answered it because it's natural, and she didn't want to do the IFBB thing. Am I
I
saying it? Am I
Yeah, I do want to step on an NPC stage just to see how far I can go naturally. But
okay?
I'm really big on OCB. Like I really love their shows and what they bring to the table as well too. And OCB themselves, they're actually growing pretty big as well too.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah,
I just recently went to a bodybuilding show, the New York Pro and
yeah.
stuff. It was like it was an experience for me a bit. I was late, but I got to see the men's division, and I went to go, and I also see like the bikini division with the women and stuff. But I noticed that the bikini, that too many a lot of people they kind of left, so
I bikini is like usually the last division that goes on, and these shows
yeah.
they for hours. So by the time the girls go on, like everybody's like, I'm tired. I want to go home.
Yeah, yeah. I filmed some footages of it, with my phone and my tablet and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one girl, I forgot her name, she was Hispanic, and she won it. Yeah.
For the
He also said, huh?
being, oh no, I was just reading what he said.
Oh, you can read it.
Being a football player, the cheer is the most entertaining.
And he also says the MPC is going natural.
They are actually. There's a couple of natural shows that I was going to do this year, but especially if I want to step on the NPC stage, just like how I want to step on the OCB Pro stage, I have to grow a little bit more. So I decided to take the whole year off just to be able to grow my legs a little bit more before I step on stage again in 2025.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how long you work out like in the gym and stuff?
During prep, my workouts were about like 2 to 3 hours, only because I had to do a lot of cardio.
Oh,
Now I
okay.
would say my workout range between an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
This is the time where less is more. So all I'm really doing is lifting really heavy with my compound movements, and then really intensifying my workouts, like doing a drop set or a pyramid set, just to make sure that the muscle group that I'm working on is being intensified. And then I just leave for the day. I don't try to do too much and try to work out with too many equipments. Usually I just do like 5 to 6 workouts and then about 10 to 20 minutes of cardio, and then I'm done for the day.
Yeah. You hear me, right?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. I'm switching it to the back camera so we could go to your Instagram. It's gonna take a while. So
Yeah.
so how long you been studying nutrition to be a nutrition specialist?
Let's see. I've been doing that since 2020. I got my nutritionist specialist with ISSA, and that's actually where I got my glute certification as well too, and my personal training certification.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
What's that like teaching people how to eat right,
it's hard.
and yeah, I figured that it's
People
not.
like to eat whatever it is. When you tell them to eat healthy, they choose not to eat. They think starving is the best way to go, especially for losing weight.
Yeah,
I have clients where I tell them, hey, like you got to eat your carbs so that you can have energy. And then that's when people are like, oh, I'd rather not eat because carbs scare me. But they're not scared to down a slice of pizza. And I'm like, and they're like, oh, I had my carbs. And I was like, you had the unhealthy carbs.
yeah. being able to present your physique confidence on stage. You can see it real clearly.
Yes.
Confidence on stage, can you make or break you? Posing practice. What's your thoughts on this one?
My thought on that post is 100% honestly true because it's really hard to be able to step on stage and then either let judges tell you, oh, you're good enough to win or you're not good enough. This is what you need to work on. And it's just how you take criticism about your physique as well too and what you can do better when you decide to step on stage again. That's what I think that's what I love most about fitness is because you can't cheat it. Like just like how you can't cheat anything in life, you can't cheat fitness. When you are working out for your physique, it shows when you step on stage. Like what you're eating, when you're working out, everything that you do, it matters. And you just can't cheat fitness just like how you can't cheat life or anything in life. You just gotta work hard for it.
Okay. All the way to George Page, he asks like, so what are you studying to school?
I am actually not in school anymore.
Okay.
I'm 30 years old now. I'm about to be 31 soon.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Now you said this was your Miss OC Wellness Pro.
Yes, that's the
That's
OCB
when you
one.
got your pro card.
Yes, that's when I got my pro card.
Sorry. Uh, yeah. What was that feeling like when you getting your pro card? It was exciting. I'll
It was
assume.
surreal. Like, I wasn't really expecting to get my pro card. There was this other competitor, and she had amazing legs as well too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that every single woman that steps on that stage, they work so hard just to be on that stage. So whether if I won, got my pro card or not, like just stepping on that stage was a huge win for me because just like with the other posts, you work so hard to be able to bring your physique to stage. You cannot let somebody else's opinion or the judge's opinion bring you down because you should know that you worked 100%, 110% hard just to be on that stage. So whether you win or not, it's not, oh, I won or I lost. It's, I still won at the end of the day. So it felt
Yeah.
really good to be able to get my pro card and know that my hard work has paid off. But even if I didn't get my pro card that day, I would have still felt like a winner because I know all the hard work that I was able to put in. And when it comes to show day, it's really out of your control on who the judges pick to be the pros that day.
Yeah. I mean, not everybody can be a bodybuilder or a bodybuilder competitor.
Yeah.
It's yeah, from I mean, from the outside, it's like it don't seem like it's a big deal, but it's like when you kind of like look into it more, like it's not very easy to do.
Oh, it's actually one of the most hardest thing ever because not only do you have to be an athlete in the gym, you also have to be an athlete in the kitchen. And not a lot of people are used to that.
Wow, that's well said. Yeah. So I mean, like, how many clients do you get? Like, because you're a glute specialist, and you're a online trainer, and you're a what what am I missing? You're a lifestyle coach. Like,
Hmm.
do you get like a lot of clients?
I would say that I have a full book.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I would say that I have a full book usually. Like
Oh,
it's
okay.
when clients try to get in with me, they would usually have to wait till the following month. Like I'm usually pretty booked out. So
Oh, is it do you get like stressed at times, like when you have like a lot of people that you have to do, people you have to pay attention to?
not really. It's
Okay.
actually something I love to do because it's like how I structure my time. Like this is the time that is available for my one-on-one clients. This is the time that's available for my online clients when I would check in with them, and then this is like my off time. So, how I treat my um, business, I guess you could say, is that I keep it very structured. Is that I give myself this is my work time, this is my online work time, and this is my off time, and I'm very structured when it comes to that.
Well, that's cool. That's good. That's good. Let's look at some more pictures.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Now, what you doing in here? Like, in this reel?
So
Like,
that
you just teaching them like the posing routines?
Yes, so that one I was able to host a OCB posing clinic at Rose Gym, which is the home gym where I work out at here in Tucson, Arizona. And they asked me to host a posing clinic there because Rose Gym actually has a lot of bodybuilders or aspiring bodybuilders as well too. So we hosted a little posing clinic for everybody to come, and then they were able to get some posing in. Some of these girls are about to step on stage within the next 7 to 6 weeks. Some of them aren't going to step on stage until like next year. But to me, the minute that you know you want to step on stage, start practicing your poses because posing can actually be very hard to certain people.
What's a good advice for somebody that wants to compete?
um, I think everybody should at least try it once. Like it may be for you or it may not be, but at least you know that you tried it, you gave it a shot, you tried it out. Give
Right.
it 100%. Don't cheat yourself from it either because it is going to be one of the most rewarding thing that you do once you get yourself to be able to step on that stage.
Yeah. Yeah. There was this thing on.
So I start with protein. We're gonna grab some organic sliced chicken breasts, and I'm gonna go over and grab some ground turkey. I personally like the 99% lean, 1% fat. But remember, not all fats are bad. That is why I'm grabbing salmon. I usually stick to two types of carbs, potatoes or rice. And lastly, we're gonna go for some greens. If you want to be able to shit, you better intake some fiber. Today, we're gonna go grocery shopping.
Yeah, that was funny. But it was true. You
Yeah.
know, like when you don't like get like enough fiber, because I've experienced that. You what you deal with that constipation and stuff, and it's not a
Yeah.
good feeling. So yeah, I wasn't expecting you to say that,
Yeah, because
but I'm not mad at you.
when
I'm
I went
not
to
mad at you for saying
school,
that.
like in school, they said that if you don't poop at least 2 times out of the day, you are considered constipated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I had to learn that by myself. I don't think I mean I think what like I had a health class. No matter of fact, I did like when I was kind of trying to get my high school equivalency, and we had to do eight like an 8 week program, 8 or 12 week program of nutrition, and
Yeah.
it kind of, yeah, and then you get like a certificate, and I think like the basic stuff is like trying to like understand like how much like protein or carbohydrates or
Yeah.
sugar that you collect in your body and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
I never, yeah, I never like I don't know if people broke down the fiber part too much. It just says like, eat fruits and stuff, and stay healthy, eat vegetables and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
And like you
yeah.
get those people where they think eating a salad every day is going to be healthy, where I'm like, this is actually very unhealthy if you eat a salad every day for every single meal.
That's wow. I wish you would have. I wish I'd have came across you like years ago, because I was trying to be a vegetarian, and I was new to it. Because I was in the hot. I went to go see the doctor for a checkup, and he told me that for somebody my age, because I was like 25 at the time, I'm 48, and so he told me that for somebody your age, your cholesterol is very high. So
Yeah.
I was trying to do the vegetarian thing, and so it seemed like it was working, but I got skinny. That was the thing, and so and people was like looking at me. My folks was looking at me like you need to eat some meat or something. And
Yeah. You
so
need.
slowly I started eating chicken and all that back again. But it it was a discipline, but it wasn't easy, and certain things probably I may have had to have somebody to teach me how to do those things. You
I
know.
am very basic when it comes to eating. I eat the same meal, same thing, almost every day. Like even when hey, go have a cheat meal. What do I want for a cheat meal today? Like sometimes it's if I'm not craving sweets, then it's gonna be like, what do I want for my cheat meal? And then I just make my normal either chicken or salmon or ground turkey, ground beef. Like I keep my eating very simple.
Yeah. Are you answering his question? Because it seemed like you are.
What is that food that's forbidden during your diet that you want the most? So this is only during prep, but usually during prep around like Mother Nature time, I would really love like chocolate and ice cream, and obviously that
Mm,
contains a lot of sugar, so and I can't have those during prep.
mm, okay.
Yeah,
This is the world post. Oh, this is what you was doing earlier, right? The World
yeah,
Gym Posting Clinic. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, you do a lot of posting, huh? Like
hmm
how many times you practice doing that
I practice posing every day, like even during my off season, I'm
every
still
day?
practicing every morning, every time when I have time in between clients or a little bit like an hour in the evening. I usually do like an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening, so 2 times a day.
Hmm. Now this is like a before picture, you.
So that was a picture of me weighing 140, and then the picture on the
Mm,
right is also me weighing 140, but at a healthier version.
okay. I mean, I like both pictures. Tell you the truth.
Thank you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't see too many like thick Asian women too much. So sometimes
Yeah,
there's
it's
moments
part of
I
my
do. I
genetics
see.
for sure.
I'm lying. I see, but not a whole lot. It depends. So some
Yeah.
Chinese women they're thick, but they're not a lot are thick like that.
It's rare, and I'm pretty sure for me it's my genetics as well too. Because growing up, I've always been thicker in the lower half. In elementary and middle school, people thought I was half um, Mexican or just half of something. Like they thought I had mixed something in me, and I was like, I think I'm full Asian. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, Mexicans I would say like they have some Asian in them. You know.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like how many when in the gym, like what do you do mostly?
Mainly in the gym, I would say I do mostly legs since I do train legs 3 times a week. My split is on Mondays, I would hit hamstring and some glutes. On Tuesday, that's when I would do shoulders, a little bit of chest and tricep. On Wednesday, I would mainly focus on glutes just because that is my weaker area. So on Tuesday is glute isolations completely. And then Thursday, that's when I would hit bicep and back and a little bit of abs. And then Friday is when I would hit quads.
Okay, okay.
hmm
Do you do calisthenics also, or not too
Uh,
much?
Not too much, not a lot. Mainly, I'm just focusing on like correcting my form, making sure that I'm targeting the right muscle area.
Okay.
hmm
Okay. So this is your client?
That is one of my opposing clients.
Okay. All right.
hmm
Like how was she? How her progress is so
She did
far?
really well. She has a different prep coach, but she was just my posing client for this show, and she actually won a let's see, what was it? Posing award. So she won her posing award with this one.
Okay. 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 How far do you see yourself like competing?
I don't know. I want to compete for as long as I can. Like I plan on stepping on stage again in 2025. I took the whole year of 2024 completely off and away from the stage. I did prep a client for a stage back in February. Her show was in April, so it was actually that one right there, the blonde girl.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was
Yeah.
my client, and I prepped her for a show. She did amazing. She won first place in novice and second place in open.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
pretty good.
once I am starting to prep again for myself to be able to step on stage, I won't be taking any prep clients at all, just because I understand the work that needs to be put into it, and I wouldn't be able to provide my clients that attention that I would like to give them during like a prep.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, like, what is your thoughts like but with the fast food thing, you know, people
What was
like with fast foods and stuff, like people, you know how America is, like,
yeah.
mostly like, people just like absorbing like foods that's not good for them.
I mean, it's part of the world. It's there for a reason. I'm not saying don't
Yeah.
enjoy fast food. Have it once in a while. Like that's what I usually tell my clients. Like it's processed food. Like you're gonna get the results out of it, but usually if you are eating healthy and you're giving your body the nutrients dense food that your body actually needs, when you do go buy fast food, you're not gonna enjoy it as much. You're gonna be like, this is making me feel like shit. Why is my stomach hurting? And then your body's gonna reject it completely. When you're eating fast food every day for every single meal, that's what your body adapts to. So that's why sometimes it's so hard for people to actually focus on healthy eating rather than eating fast food, because it's just easier for them, and that's something that their body has adapted to.
Okay.
So it
Like
really
for
is
like,
about, what
no,
was
go
that?
ahead. I'm sorry. No, I was about to say, I asked you about like like if somebody wants to work out, like what would you think is the best exercise for them to start?
It depends on where their expertise is, what their fitness level is like. If they're very somebody
Yeah.
who's very beginner in the gym, I would start off with them with body weight stuff only. I wouldn't like have them do any weights at all. But if there's somebody who has a little bit of knowledge from the gym, then we would start very lightweight and build our way up from there, because I feel like a lot of people have such a unhealthy relationship with not only food but also once they get into fitness, they start either overtraining themselves or not doing enough or doing the bare minimum. And it's really pushing your limits, but not pushing past that limit where you could possibly injure yourself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my camera is acting up on me. I thought it trying to. I'm sorry for this. I'm trying to be. It just for some reason it just kind of. Yeah, yeah, I was very kind of impressed with your Instagram, and I wanted to get in touch with you and stuff. So
No, I truly appreciate that. It's an honor to be able
yeah,
to do this. It's pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. I think that's about it. I appreciate you, stopping by.
Thank you.
I'm
I appreciate
sorry. Yeah, my camera is acting up a little bit. I don't want to take you too hostage.
it.
But
No, no, no.
yeah, yeah, but thank you.
Thank you so much, Edward. And I'm really excited to see this, like rewatch it and everything.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe in the future, where you compete like in a NPC, yeah, I'll be checking you out.
I know OCB does have shows in New York as well too, so maybe there.
Yeah, but where? I'm not sure. All the way
um,
George Page says thank you.
they have a few shows in the Big Apple. That's what it's called, OCB Big Apple.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, definitely
Um,
great
I
show.
wanted to, I wanted let me put the camera there. Let me put it like this. I wanted to go to I was thinking about going to the junior amateur
Hmm.
to yeah, check it out because I think it's the next month. It's
Yeah,
like yeah, I was gonna check that out.
Definitely, it's coming up
Yeah,
soon. I highly recommend checking out as many shows just because not every show is the same. You get different version of people that you might see from previous show, and you see them showing up as a whole totally different person at current shows because throughout every prep you learn something new about yourself, and that's what you're bringing to stage as well too.
right. I work out a little bit, but I mostly do like meditation and all that
Yeah,
stuff. So yeah,
it's really
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Do you go to shows like outside of you competing or bodybuilding or anything like that?
So I actually like to do Pilates a lot.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. All right, folks. Thank you for coming all the way, George Page. I really appreciate you, man. And that's it. That's a wrap.
Thank you for having me.